podcast, where it is our mission to empower you to take action in your life, relationships, and passions. Here's your host, author, artist, speaker, and entrepreneur, Rob B.F.r.e.e. Badgett.
1 2 1 2 1 2. You're rocking with the blessed right here. I'm your boy Rob B.F.r.e.e. Badgett. Welcome to another edition of Free Tips. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. So far, I have been enjoying it myself. So, quick little behind the scenes. And if you didn't know, I record these podcasts, little tips from my home. And I have these super high ceilings that are just like ginormous. I mean, it's a blessing, but it's also like, oh, you got super high ceilings. So your echo is just gonna like radiate throughout the entire universe. So if you ever hear a super echo, please know that I'm working on it. I mean, can't soundproof my entire house. It's also my living quarters. It's not really like a studio per se, but the ceilings are high, and then the office blends into the living room and all this other stuff, you know. But whatever the case, we're gonna get the message to you as effectively and efficient as possible. So do bear with me if you hear the echo. We're working on it. But also remember, please spread the word about free tips. If you're enjoying these, it's something that I really want to do. Like, I have a lot of conversations with people all the time about different things that you might hear discussed. And I was like, you know what? What better way to answer a lot of questions and have the conversations than just create a podcast? So it's like your friend walks up to you and they're like, hey man, I'm having some relationship problems. It's like, yo, check out episode 7. Just go listen to that. That's really actually my real why behind why I do this. Is for all the people who always ask me a bunch of questions. Hey, just go listen to an episode. No, that's not. It's not the full reason. It's maybe like 40% of the reason, but whatever the case, man, I hope you're enjoying it. Please spread the word. Check me out on all my all my social media fronts: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's it. They're all made to be free, and it's B.F.r.e.e. So spread the word that free tips are alive and well. We got so much more coming. I got announcements that I'll be making throughout the show. Or throughout the shows. You'll hear more about those things later. I'm excited. I'm actually in the process of developing a new website to house everything, because there's a lot of things that I do, and I want to streamline it through one location. So hopefully you're staying in tuned, and we'll have more updates with you about that. But that leads me to my point for today about vision. Now, I have a question. Do you got vision? Now, for me, I always like to start with me. It started, this vision that I have for Made to Be Free. It wasn't always clear. I didn't always have a clue as to what I was doing, why I was trying to do it. As you may or may not know, I started out just as a rap artist or a writer many, many years ago. And I enjoyed writing and creating and performing. And I thought the totality of that was just rap. But I didn't realize my gift was really just in my ability to communicate and write content. That's what it is. And I'm just an artist. I'm wired, entertaining and all that other stuff. But my gift is in creating. I'm a creator. I create stuff. That's my gift. I create stuff. Whether it's an album, a book, a curriculum, a workshop, a podcast, just keep going. A movie, a film, a play. I'm a creator. I'm a creative. I don't know how that sounded. I'm a creator. Maybe that sounds good. I just felt like super divine in that. So let it lay where it lands. But all of that is really connected to vision. And I had to ask myself a question. What is your vision? Not just what do you want to have, but what do you see happening? And that's where it has to start for us. When you're thinking about where you are, you have to ask yourself, well, where do I want to go? What do I want to see happen? Not just the tangible things. We got to separate goals from vision. Like, I can have a goal and say, you know what, I want to buy this car by this certain date. That's a goal, but that's not the vision. My vision is not to have a great car. My vision is not to have a super big house, but my vision is to have a home to raise my children in so that I can pour into them and love and create an environment that is healthy, that people can visit and enjoy. That's my vision. That's the vision that I have. My vision is to create things that impact and change lives. So the hows will come after I recognize the depth of the vision. So when you talk about vision, it's important to know the whys, the whats, and the whos, and the where. Where do I want to go? And the second thing is this. You have to be able to look at where you are and be honest with yourself about it. Be honest with yourself. Now, we talked about habits in a previous episode, but look at where you currently are, because vision is the opposite, usually the opposite of where we are. It's the fulfillment, it's to see the fulfillment of something that has not yet arrived yet. Ooh, vision is to see the fulfillment of something that has not arrived yet. I believe that's how I would say it. It sounded profound as I said it. Hopefully it makes sense as you heard it. So you have to be able to take inventory of where you currently are and then start to move forward to where it is that you want to go. Now, there's a lot of things that will block you. Which leads me to my third point. My third point is this. You have to get exposed to more than what you see. You have to get exposure. Exposure will open up your idea bank. It will open up your vision. Exposure, you have to push yourself. Now, I know this is hard because sometimes we don't even know that we need to be exposed or that we're lacking exposure. I remember I worked a lot in the prison system, and I used to teach life skills classes in juvenile prisons and adult prisons. And man, oh man, you recognize that the reason why they kept coming back is because they didn't see anything more for themselves. They couldn't figure out, how am I not going to come here? My neighborhood looks like this. My mama did this. My boys do that. So this makes sense, right? Right? This makes sense. And so for them, prison didn't mean anything. I never saw a group of population who just like ate prison time like it was nothing. Because sometimes for them, prison was an upgrade from what their neighborhood offered. I'm safe. Ain't nobody trying to shoot me. I get 3 predictable meals a day. I'm not into girls that much, so I don't feel like I'm losing out. I ain't got no relationship skills. I got all this responsibility waiting for me outside. Nah, I'll just do some time. And I saw grown men doing 10-year bids like it was nothing. Like, yo, I'll do a 10-year. I'm cool with it. I'll be home at some point. But home and prison were almost duplicate. You just didn't have a whole lot of control over when you left, but the predictable schedule was something that you could manage. So they didn't have a problem with it. And I was just like, man, this is all they know. So this is all they've been exposed to. So they keep producing the same outcome over and over and over again. So you have to get exposed to more than what you know. You have to get exposed to more than what you know, because it will impact your vision. And if you're struggling with vision, usually that's because you have been exposed to a whole lot more, which leads you to the next thing. You have to close your eyes to the distractions. Close your eyes to the distractions. Distractions come in people, places, and things, and they will keep you from where you are trying to go. I come from a family. They're not a bad family. They're not a negative family, but they are a content family. They have a routine that is just repetitive, and it's just, that's it. You go to work, you go home, we eat chicken on Sundays, and we hang out and do cookouts, and that's it. That's it. Nothing really changes. The community's not being impacted. Lives are not like being really transformed. It's just a level of comfort that they have adapted and adopted to. This is how we gonna roll. And that works for them. That does not work for me, for somebody who wants to do more with their life. It does not work for me, for somebody who feels like they were just born for purpose and to do something great. That lifestyle can be a big distraction for me, because sometimes comfortable and convenience is tempting. It provides comfort. That's why they call it comfort. Nobody just finds a whole lot of pleasure in discomfort, right? But for me, I got to a place where I was like, this is not comfortable for me anymore. I can't do this. I got to do more. So, being the first male to graduate college in my family. I don't know if anybody's actually done it again since me. I hope they have, but I don't know who they are if they have. But that was something I was like, I got to do more. There's more here. There's more. So you got to close your eyes to the distractions. And the last thing is this: see it, say it, do it. If you see it in your head, say it out your mouth. See it in your head, say it out your mouth. Because the world will start to respond to what you say. It starts to respond, but it will continue to respond after you start to do it. So you got to see it, you got to say it, and then you have to do it. What do you need to do? Okay, I want to lose some weight, right? I see it in my head. I see the body that I want to look like. I see it. I see me running that 10K again. I see it. So I say it, and then I do it. Brick by brick, step by step. Pace yourself. If you pace yourself, you will build back up the stamina, or you will build the steady pace that you're going to need to sustain yourself. See it, say it, do it. So those are your tips for today. We're going to be breaking them down a little bit more in depth throughout the next coming weeks. So make sure we got our first guest coming up, not next week, but the week after that. So make sure you're staying in tune with that, and spread the word. Be filled with vibe and empowered till we meet together again. Peace.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Free Tips. Visit us on the web at madetobefree.com and follow us on social media at madetobefree. That's all for today. Be filled, revived, and empowered every day until we meet again. Peace.